7 Remake is bad? Oh, yeah. 7 Remake's fucking... the pits, bro. It's like... They have arrows on the ground pointing in the direction that you need to go in, even though you're walking in a straight line, right? and it's still this, by the way. It's like totally linear, constant. It's still just that. But they took the tiniest little piece of Final Fantasy VII, expanded out the graphics of it, but not the gameplay. I mean, look, fair enough. The combat system is quite fun, although it shits all over the original. In that it's not like you still have to grind to level up, but because it's an action-based game, you don't need the stats. Like, you don't level up and go, oh shit, yeah, my HP went up 16 and my strength went up 2, and yeah, I'm gonna be way stronger in the next fight now. Like, all that still happens, but then the next fight, it's still an action game. How, you know, you do well or fail based on if you hit at the right time and if you move at the right time and dodge. You know. So it's got all this old sort of hang-up stuff from the turn-based RPG era that doesn't make any sense with the new combat system that they've created. So 95% of the battles in the game are face roll, press X crap. And the other 5% are really cool boss fights that you barely get a chance to figure out how cool the combat system really is, because then the boss dies and then the game ends. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad I grinded through all the trash mobs in my action game. Whereas obviously if you play Devil May Cry or you play Bayonetta or another action game, like an action fighting game, every single fight is a little bit more challenging and interesting than the next. Fight this guy, fight 2 of this guy, fight that guy, fight 2 of this guy and that guy and another guy at the same time, right? And it keeps making it, because the combat is the game. But in this, it's like, no, it's not hard mode, Rusty. Because you have to finish the entire fucking game and then start again to try it. I'm not going to play through an entire fucking game for 100 hours and then start it, and hate every second of it and then start it again so that I can play it on hard mode. I'm sorry, no, that's just ridiculous. I'm sure the combat would be slightly improved, but obviously the completely fucking boring ass game in between each fight would still be there. Not to mention the fact that it shits all over the story of Final Fantasy VII. It reveals Sephiroth multiple times, well before his original reveal in Nibelheim, completely ruining all of the gravitas, the narrative perfection of the original game. And again, it's about 5% of a game. It's like, it's such a parody. 20 years ago, you bought Final Fantasy VII for $60, and you went home and you played Final Fantasy VII, and you played it for 3 years, and it was full of really interesting, well-hidden, cool as fuck side quests that weren't called side quests, they were just things you could do. And then this one has a fucking list with ticks next to go and talk to the fuckwit with the really bad lip syncing, because the lip syncing for the side quest has a different budget allocated to it than the lip syncing for the main quest. Like, how can I, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I went and bought a fucking video game, and inside that game, at the price that I paid for it, there was Ruby Weapon, Emerald Weapon, Ultima Weapon, the Golden Saucer. There were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of interesting, hidden, super cool, fucking super grindy RPG, JRPG gameplay. And then 20 to 30 years later, I go out, I buy the exact same fucking game for the exact same fucking price, actually for $10 more, and I get 5% of that, and the 5% that is there is total dog shit.
He is an old
with pretty graphics.
Almost as old as me.
Feral fucking game. FF7R's side quests feel like an AI fucking wrote it. Well said. That's exactly how it feels. Yeah, chocobo breeding, black chocobo, fucking Knights of the Round that you can only get once you black chocobo. Like, fuck me, man. The amount of sick shit in Final Fantasy VII. Yuffie sold separately. Obviously, Yuffie, again, well before her time. Yuffie, imagine ruining Yuffie's reveal. Oh my god. Yuffie's reveal is one of the best fucking side characters in gaming. She pops up, steals all your shit, and runs away. And you don't even know that if you deal enough damage to her after randomly finding her in the fucking middle of the forest enough times, You actually get her and convince her to join your party and get your shit back. Like, what a great fucking character. And she wasn't even the only secret side character in the fucking game. Oh my god, don't get me started on Vincent. Pathetic. Final Fantasy VII is the perfect example of the current state of video games. And the current state of gamers. Of what gamers want. Even the same ones that played Final Fantasy VII, so many of them still fucking love. They still froth all over Remake. And it's like, I'm sorry. I love you. I do. But if you liked 7 and you think you like Remake, you never liked 7.